paint space itself. Birla Opus recently announced its prices for its paints foray, stated the products are priced at a 5% discount to the leader, and they will also give an additional 10% quantity to dealers across the company, across stock keeping units. We discuss how this will impact the paint industry and what the incumbents are doing already. This morning, there was a note that came in from Akzo Nobel saying that they've appointed a new brand ambassador as well. Rajiv Rajgopal, who's the chairman and MD, joins in to give us more details on the paint sector as a whole and as they see it. Thanks a lot, Rajiv, for joining in. Now, Akzo Nobel has been a global leader, has been in India for a while, but just been among the top 5 players, top 4, 5, with you having the aspiration to go to top 3 as well. What do you think have been the challenges for you scaling up in India, and what should the incumbents, or rather, what should the new disruptors be prepared for?
So good morning, Mangalam. Good morning to you and Ekta, and thank you for having me on your channel. I think this is some of the questions that have been sort of put to many players in the industry. So first, from Akzo Nobel perspective, you're right. Akzo Nobel acquired ICI in 2009. The journey, as you've seen over the last almost now 14, 15 years, has not been an easy one. Of course, I joined the company in 2013 and did a 2.5-year stint and came back in 2018 to assume the current role of MD, and recently got appointed as the chairman and MD. So let me quickly run you through our learnings of what we believe it is. Look, I think this industry is a fairly consolidated industry. It's quite a disciplined industry. And I must give credit to all the players, including the market leader, who, despite all the aggression in the marketplace, have pretty much kept it. If you take a 20-year time frame or a 10-year time frame, the positions haven't changed. We are the number 4 player in the decorative paints part of the business, with a market share close to approximately about 5%. Overall, we've got, because of our higher shares in the coatings business, we've got a share of close to about 7-8%, right? So that's pretty much as far as the business. Now, the drivers of the paints business are basically brand, distribution, our ability to connect with painters, and our ability to really start looking at innovations which are really going to be path-breaking. Now, if you look at any one of this, these are not things that get done overnight. In my prior experience, I worked for a telecom, one of India's largest telecom companies. And I can say that, look, when you put a massive capex, you can drive revenue growth. I was in a circle which, from a number 3 position, we had moved to leadership. And I understand that story, because you can drive consumers, you come with a better brand, the product is the network, right? And with a better network, you can get it. It's not so simple, really, in the paints industry. Yes, there are ways to nudge and move it. And also, directly spending on advertising doesn't necessarily mean that it gives you a right to win in the market. However, we've moved slowly. If you look at India and break India, because, India is a large market, and you break it into almost about 700 districts that we have. Let me tell you, what may be surprise to you, Mangalam, is we actually, despite being number 4 overall, we are actually a market leader in almost about 56 to 60 districts in the country. Market leader means number 1, right? Where even the market leader in some markets have been a challenge. And this has been done over a period of time, right? And it's been difficult to dislodge us despite a lot of competitive pressures, good performances, challenges in execution, excellence, etc. However, our challenge has been, we have been very strong in our tier 1, tier 2, and, the challenge has been really going down. And, to build that distribution, we moved to a distributor. We've got about 160 distributors now covering almost, 75% of the business on the decorative paint side. It's not been an easy journey. It's not something which you can say on and off, because you've really got to understand the nuggets of it. Look at brand. While Dulux, when I came in, one of the feedback we got is Dulux is no longer seen as innovative. How are you moving the needle? We worked a lot on it. If you look at premium, we still have almost a 16-17% market share. And you can argue 2 and 3, but we are pretty much in the top 2, which gives us a right to win. Why? Because we believe we've got the best-in-class quality, international. We understand color expertise, both globally, internationally, and in India like no one else, right? And we believe that, look, on the other levers, we started moving significantly from almost 1,500 towns in 2013 to almost close to 5,300 towns. And as I speak, moving, it's not something that you can switch on, switch off, and build within a month or 3 months.
Okay, that point is taken, Rajiv. And, this is a similar sentiment that we got from the management of Berger Paints as well yesterday, that it's difficult to move market share, which has been established over many years. But in that context, are there any strategies that the company is going to undertake, maybe a further price cut in order to just secure your competition, secure yourself within the market, or probably even increase advertising expenditure?
So, Ekta, look, I think price helps in certain price-sensitive segments of the market. And really, as far as we are concerned, we are a little, if you look at the mid-market, we are underrepresented. We've got about a 2.5% market share. So we've got a long way to go. So pricing is a very, is not something which is really dramatically going to move the needle. We already, unlike some of the other players, already at a premium compared to the market leader and most of the other players in the industry. So really, we're already there because the quality of products we offer is the real challenge. So coming to your second part on brand, yes, today I'm delighted that in the morning we announced rocking star Yash onto the brand. We believe that the commercials that is going to come over the weekend, in the next few days on Dulux Weather Shield Powerflex, which is one of our flagship brands and innovator on the exterior, with its powerful, its colorful, its powerful campaign is going to pave the way to see how we are getting ready in building our ammunition to make sure that we continue to grow our market share in the already intensified and competitive, industry. So that's what we are doing. We are going to fortify our brand. The teams are already working on distribution, and we are looking at scenario planning. I'm fairly confident. Yes,
right.
We need to be careful, but I'm fairly confident that we will be able to hold our own, given the fact that we've been able to do it over these many years.
All right. So we get, that every other player is trying to secure their own position and confident about their own customers, etc. as well. So just a final question before we let you go. And this is a two-part question. The first one, with this aggression coming in from a new player, do you expect scaling for all the other players to be a little difficult because everyone's chasing the same distributor, the same customer, the same ecosystem, so to say? And as a result of which, do you think margins for the industry will structurally be capped right now?
So I would like to sort of break it into two parts from a very, very short term, not immediate, right? I think that by the time the new entrant scales up, it will take about 6 to 9 months for us to really see it. So we are going to really see it in the next fiscal second half, really. So this question in the next fiscal second half is something that we really need to be look at. Maybe there would be a marginal sort of an impact, really. There would be an impact. Obviously, each player will try to heighten its A&P spends, try and make sure we are not losing market share. And as a result, yes, to answer your question, there would be an erosion of a couple of points on your EBIT margin. That, I think, is something that one has to mentally prepare for. But I think everybody is going to fight and protect his or her turf.
All right, an erosion of a couple of percentage points of margins for the industry. Wish you good luck, Rajiv. Thank you so much for joining in, and we will continue to speak about your plans to become number 3 from number 4, a position that you've been for about 20 years as well. That's about Akzo Nobel.
Yes, absolutely, and a comprehensive take on the entire industry that, you're so well entrenched over years in terms of the kind of distribution that you've set up that you're probably not going to see a dent in terms of competition. Maybe volumes would come down by 1%, no pricing change as of now. That's the word which is coming in from the paint companies. We need to take a short break, but up next we're going to be talking, as we slip into a break, we have a big announcement, however, to share with you all. We're launching CNBC-TV18's first ever live personal finance webinar, CNBC-TV18 Accelerate Personal Finance Handbook with Sonia Shenoy, where she will be joined by 3 well-known experts on Saturday, 11th May, 9 a.m. onwards. We'll be diving into everything you need to know to master your finances and learn how to grow your wealth, be it insurance, tax saving, managing your portfolio, retirement planning. There's lots to learn and lots to do, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, or even 40s. This live webinar is for you. We have limited seats, so don't miss this chance. Register now. Scan the QR code to register or log on to cnbctv18.com, and we'll see you on the 11th of May.